Hi everyone, welcome back to this episode of Catching Up with Yoseka Stationery. So casual! This week is me and Niko, and we're actually going to be focusing on the Travelers event that Niko and I planned, rather than focusing on newly added stationery this week. So that's on hiatus, but we'll be back next week, don't fret. But this week has been our celebration of Travelers' 20th anniversary. Travelers' next stop.
Well, it was the celebration for their card size release for their 20th anniversary. So the card size specifically.
Okay, yes. But we've also got some other things going on at the event, not just for the card size, because we did have limited stock, unfortunately, and there was a lot of excitement about the card size, so we wanted to spread the love around a bit.
It was a very anticipated drop.
Yes, and I understand. I was looking at the photos and I was like, this looks like an American Girl doll Traveler.
Should I go grab ours?
Yeah,
Hold on, let me go grab ours.
Let's show it off. Niko made a really cute set of it and I felt like I was at the American Girl doll store. I won't lie. Alrighty.
Here she is.
Woo!
So cute. It has 20th anniversary sort of like engraved in there. Embossed.
I don't know. Printed.
It's in there for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's so cute and tiny. Right now we only have the little refill it comes with inside because we have it all set up in our little museum display we've got going over there, but I grabbed one of the other refills. I just love this one.
Yeah,
because it's shiny.
Ooh, wait, the other one's not shiny? Oh, it's black.
No, it's like black embossed and this one's gold.
Okay, gotcha. So Travelers is a notebook system. Here's the passport size. It comes in 2 sizes previously. Now we have a limited release of a 3rd size. And what's awesome about Travelers is that it's a leather cover you can reuse over and over, and they make a ton of different inserts, and you can kind of completely customize the system to exactly your needs.
A main worry for a lot of people with this product was that they wouldn't be able to get refills because it is a limited size release.
Yes.
But Travelers did say that after they stop production of the actual leather covers, they will continue production of the inserts and refills. Yay. So those will still be available.
Okay, good to know. But the name of our event is Travelers' Next Stop, Yoseka Land. Woo! So here we are in Yoseka Land.
Yes.
Here to share with you all the aspects of our event that Niko worked very hard on.
And you.
We worked very hard on. But I feel like Niko's a bit the genius behind a lot of these things. But, so we have some goodies that we designed especially for this.
Yes.
Do you want to share?
Yeah, well, so first of all, with our next stop, we really ran with the whole like traveling sort of theme. So we've got the road trip that Travelers kindly sent us. And actually so cool, like 2 or 3 of the winners of the road trip have come in.
Yeah.
And they'll pick up the plaque and I see them take a picture like of themselves with it. And I'm like, wait, is that you?
Yeah, just
so we met quite a few of them.
Just a little background on the road trip is that Travelers asks people to send in pictures of their Traveler system and some of their spreads so that people can share how they use their Traveler system. And Travelers picks a couple winners that get printed on foam boards, and Travelers was able to send us those. So we're able to display a bunch of different ways people use their Travelers, which we had last year for the stamp caravan as well, which is when Travelers sends their location limited stamps around the country so that people can access them who aren't able to go to Japan. And it was really cool. It's really inspiring to see how different people use their journals. And it was like meeting celebrities a little bit. It was kind of fun.
I know. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, some real journal users
celebrity
out here.
In the room.
Yeah. Very exciting.
Yeah. And then we've also got a lot of accessories, refills out. And I guess one of the more fun parts involves what we designed. So we made these little cards, and they're kind of like a ticket was the idea here. So it says, welcome traveler. The date on here is the first day that we had the event. And then there's little spaces for you to fill out what day you visited, where you visited from. We've had quite a few people from out of state. We had a lovely group of gentlemen come in on the very first day of the event, and they had flown here from Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
Yes. You guys were awesome.
Yes. Thank you so
we wanted
much
to
for
say,
coming.
please comment it was you because we want to get in touch with you guys.
Yay!
Because they were so enthusiastic. They were so kind, as is everyone who stops through Yoseka Land.
Yes, that's true. It's true.
But yeah, they said they had made a boys trip and had flown here just for this. So that was so special.
It was very sweet.
Anyway, and then on the back here, we've got a pencil, a fountain pen, and then we have this little shaded Yoseka logo area that actually is the perfect fit for the stamp we custom made for this event. Yeah.
So in the spirit of Travelers like stamp collection, which Travelers has, like each partner shop has a different stamp. Here's ours. And in Japan, you can collect many different stamps that are unique to the location you're visiting. And we wanted to make one in that spirit for Yoseka Land for this event.
Yes. So here it is, stamped.
Woo!
Yeah.
And Niko and I designed it, and I kind of love that Niko came up with this, like, you know, it's like a postage stamp, like a mail stamp, and it's got the mail stamp waves as contrails, but instead of an airplane that a lot of those designs use, Niko was like, oh my God, what if it was a paper airplane because we're stationary? And I thought that was awesome.
Evelyn and I have really been going to town with the custom stamps.
Yes, it's very fun.
Shout out Harada for making the Stamp Quicks X machine.
Yes.
Because we've been having a lot of fun. If anyone stopped by the Journaling Happy Hour, which will be back in May, we also made a custom stamp for that Evelyn actually drew the little notebook on.
Oh,
so
yeah.
We've been having fun.
Yes.
But yeah, so this is one iteration of the card. And then for those who were here able to come in person, we also made a special amount of these golden tickets that had a wax seal on them. Since we had a limited stock, we wanted it to not be just like people who were able to wait in line, like a first come, first serve situation. So we decided to do a scavenger hunt, Willy Wonka style, with every day we had a preset amount of cards that I hid around the space. And then, yeah, so they've got this golden seal on them. We wrote little notes on the back, and those who found the tickets were able to get the card size sets.
Yes, yes. And I do think that was a really fun and creative solution because with Travelers limited collection releases, they're very anticipated and we want everybody to get what they can or what they would like to. Unfortunately, this time around, we had a very limited stock. We will be getting a restock later in the year, so sign up for those restock notifications. And we hope that those of you who weren't able to find a golden ticket or get the pre-order through the website this time around will be able to when we do the restock.
Yeah.
There's one more part of the event that we haven't mentioned yet, which is our customization station, which is where we're sitting now. And we've got so Travelers makes their own charms. So we have those for sale, but we also have a collection of a few charms that we collected that we wanted people to be able to use for free. And there's jump rings, there's lobster claws, there's pliers, and then there's also leather stamps.
So we've also got a bunch of cute ribbons and lace. One of our team members, Cammie, I think is the first person I saw who had lace tied to hers.
Yeah,
and it's just so cute. So we wanted to have a little area where people were able to customize either their travelers that they brought with them or if they were able to get one here. And you can see we're really taking the scavenger hunt seriously. So
Niko's hiding all of them. Niko's been brainstorming locations for like a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Indeed.
So maybe one of you will recognize that location from where you found your golden ticket. So I brought my Passport Travelers, which you can see I spilled coffee in my bag the other day. It's very sad, but it uniformly kind of stained the whole spine.
It's just more, you've just, you know, it's just wear and tear, daily rigor.
Yes, true. So I only have one decoration right now, which is this little dangly charm that one of my friends made for me. And I'm gonna customize with what we've got here.
Yeah, this whole event is making me wish I had a Travelers.
Travelers is having a like worldwide shortage right now, so it has been very hard for us to keep the notebook
leather
covers in stock. So even though we're a partner shop, it has been difficult to get those to customers. So unfortunately, Niko's gonna have to wait on that one.
I need to sign up for the restock notification.
Yeah.
We're just like you.
Yeah, even the team members, it's been hard to get them. Yeah. So it's really, it's uniformly difficult.
I'm in solidarity with you guys.
Yes.
Evelyn here has some, so.
I do. This I'd had previously. So one part of the customization station has 3 parts. We've talked about the charms, we've talked about the ribbon. The third part is a stamping station with the Stays On ink pads.
Yeah.
Which Niko did a video on previously.
Yeah, it was in our comparing ink pad or stamp pads video. And these are really interesting because they can go on glass, metal, leather, canvas, like they're very permanent. So
here's an example. Some kiddos have been going to town, and because they're so permanent, it's a little risky to have them out here. But just like I was a child who was writing on the house walls with Sharpie, which my parents regretted leaving Sharpie at reachable areas.
Oh my
He goes like, I could never.
I don't think I even had Sharpie access.
Well, my parents regretted it. But we had a kiddo who was really excited about this stamp.
Yeah.
And it did end up on one of Authen's stamps, and as you can see, I'm sure Niko has already tried to clean it off as well.
Yes.
And it is not coming off.
I will add, there is a Stays On cleaning solution, but I'm scared that it's gonna deteriorate
the wood lock,
the original design.
The design underneath, which shows what the stamp is.
I can't imagine what's in the remover.
Yeah, worse than acetone.
Yeah. Something serious. But yeah, we have a bunch of stamps. We pulled out some ones like our Spacewalk stamp from our event with Tono and Limbs. We have our little Yoseka storefront stamp.
This is designed by LCN, who is a Taiwanese designer that we carry some of her products in store.
Yeah, she actually is the one she made this seal that we've been using that says stationary happiness.
A lifetime
addicted. It's resonating with us.
It is. It's resonating. It's resonating hard over here.
Yeah. And also some people have brought their own stamps. We had someone come in and they had a Yoseka anniversary stamp that I had never seen before that they said they had because they've been a fan of the store for so long.
Yeah. It's
so
really
I think
fun.
they used that one too.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a good idea. Maybe I'll do that for mine. But what I have already decided to customize that I kind of wanted to show y'all is I picked out 3 charms that are kind of water themed. So here is a ship steering wheel. There's a little turtle, and I also found a little wave. And I think I'm gonna connect them with some jump rings and put them also around my band here. And then I'm gonna copy Cami and do some ribbon.
Yeah.
All right, so that's about it for talking about the Travelers event, but we do have some announcements we wanted to make about upcoming events.
On May 7th from 6 to 8, we will be having journaling happy hour again. The theme of this one is You've Got Mail.
Woo! Mail.
We're good.
We like our bad dad pun jokes around here.
Trying to keep it alive. But so that one's gonna be super fun. We're gonna have some letter writing supplies. We'll have some of the same supplies as last time. We'll have the snacks available, of course. That's a very critical part of journaling happy hour.
Very important.
Because we received so much support at the last one, we unfortunately do have to limit seating for this one. So it is going to be that you need to RSVP. Down below, we'll have the link for the event page, and that will have all the information about the times, the sign up for RSVPing and all that. And then the following week, we're going to have Damien all in the nib here.
Woo!
Yeah, so he's going to be doing some nib grinding here on April 15th and 16th.
The information for signing up for those appointments will also be listed on the Yoseka Land website.
Yeah.
And then we have one more event.
Yeah, on May 17th, we have Shoko Harada. She's coming from Japan, and she's going to be teaching a calligraphy workshop. And actually, so it's very interesting. She doesn't do it on normal paper. It's actually going to be on a Daruma, which is a Japanese wish doll. And so you'll go through, Evelyn, you got a ticket, right?
Yeah, I'm going to go.
Yeah. So you basically will choose a word or a theme or something. And I think she'll help you either translate it or find some way to configure it onto the space of the Daruma. And then she has her own style of calligraphy that she created called Wa Modern Calligraphy, I think it is. And Wa is in Japanese, it's a very like, it means peace, but it also is very deeply embedded in like Japanese culture, that kanji is. Like it's a very, what's the word, like?
All-encompassing?
Yeah, that is what I was saying. It's just very like all-encompassing of Japan's values and stuff. So I think it's kind of a mix of that sort of older, more historical side of calligraphy in Japan mixed with a little bit of modernity that she's added to it.
Oh, that's so fun to learn about Wa, because actually Platinum has a line of the preppy fountain pens called the preppy Was,
Yeah.
which are the ones with the designs, and often I think that they're like Japanese like traditional motifs.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool to know. I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Cool.
Means peace. Yeah.
Peace. And although that event is sold out, unfortunately, but hopefully we will have more events like this in the future, so stay tuned. And although we are having to limit the journaling happy hours to RSVP only, we will be continuing to have journaling happy hours, and we are working on ways to make sure that everyone who wants to come is able to come, because it is very exciting, but we want everybody to have space to actually journal and not feel rushed or have to stand and things like that. So we're working on that, making it the best we can.
Yeah.
That's about it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, like and subscribe. We post videos about stationery all the time, and we look forward to seeing you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.